Are we gonna play a game today, Kyle?
Yeah, are you ready to play some Who Done Said It?
Oh God,
Now, do you have the theme song ready for this one?
I don't. It's one of the ones that disappeared.
Wait.
Alright, let's all pretend to be listening to it and I'll edit
Okay, yeah,
it
because you
in.
can layer it in later.
Yeah, I'll layer it in, so here's me.
Can
I'm
you sort of sing it? Can you sort of...
Who
Done said it. Alright, so now I have something to play with. I have to overlay it. Who said?
Who said?
That's my favorite of the Kyle theme.
Sam, you gotta just pretend like you're listening to it. For a second, Sam.
Pretend you're listening. This is all post-production work.
See, I was singing, and I figured that would be.
I don't know.
Somebody watching the clip is gonna be like, "Oh, that nothing happened here. Everything went totally fine." All right, so today I've been trying to look for like when it's a weird like holiday that nobody knows of, and the only holiday I could find is that in Thailand it's like Children's Day, and that was lame. So I was sitting around trying to think like, how could I pick people based on Children's Day? And so instead of doing that, I picked Chris Christie.
Was he gonna eat the children?
So instead of doing that, I decided
Yeah, I decided Chris Christie, which I don't know how you feel about that. I put him up against Rand Paul.
Chris Christie.
Yeah, we got Chris Christie, Rand Paul,
and
Britney Spears.
And Britney Spears.
I just want to see if I can get one in on you guys. If I can get.
Sam, Britney's not an actress; she's a singer. You should know.
Well, yeah, I guess you can call that singing in the broadest sense of the term.
I can't wait for one of you to be like, "That's Rand Paul. That sounds like Rand Paul," and then it's Britney Spears. That's what I'm hoping to get.
Okay, well,
the way Rand Paul jumps around, he says like 57 great things, and then one stupid one that makes you not even want to vote for him. I could see that happening.
All right, are you guys ready? Quote number 1.
Wait, I'm not ready.
You're not ready?
Let me,
Not quite prepared.
Kyle, I'm not fully prepared. Do you still have that clip? I wasn't fully prepared. Chris Christie, Rand Paul, and Britney Spears.
All right, you ready to play?
I'm ready.
Quote number 1. I can't go anywhere without someone judging me. Like, why don't you
I
go
can't
first?
go anywhere without someone judging me. Chris Christie.
You're going Chris Christie?
Yeah.
Sam, what are you thinking? I can't go anywhere without someone judging me.
I'm going to go the obvious of Britney, although all three of them could definitely have said that for their own reason.
So you're saying Britney, D like you're saying Chris Christie?
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Let's see if he was still playing for Dogecoin, I'm telling you.
You done said it.
Every night I have to read a book so that my mind will stop thinking about the things I stress about. Well, Sam, why don't you go first on this one? What are you thinking? Every night I have to read a book so that my mind will stop thinking about the things that I stress about.
I'm going to go with Chris Christie because I don't think that Rand would admit to being real stressed about things if he's contemplating a run for president, and I don't think that Britney can read a book.
Do you like?
There's no telling exactly when this quote was said. Kyle doesn't give us the dates. And I know if it's Britney Spears, I'll shoot myself, but I'm going to say Rand Paul just because I think he's the most avid reader of the group.
So, Chris Christie and Rand Paul are the two guesses?
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
What was it, a CNC?
Who told her to say that?
Yeah, was it a picture book?
Exactly, like when I read that, I was like, that's the perfect quote, because they're both immediately going to jump to Britney Spears can't read. But I tricked you there, because that was Britney Spears trying to sound like she could read. I'm not someone who's sort of still trying to figure out what I believe in. I'm not someone who's sort of still trying to figure out what I believe in.
Chris Christie.
You think that's a Chris Christie?
I hope
Rand
so.
Paul. If anybody should really be in a position to say that they were raised in a way that they knew what they believed in.
I'm not someone who's sort of still trying to figure out what I believe in. D, like you said Rand Paul. Sam, you said Chris Christie, right?
Yes.
No, it was the other way around, wasn't it?
Oh. Yeah,
I
yeah,
picked
yeah.
Chris Christie.
You
Yeah,
picked Chris
yeah, yeah,
Christie,
yeah.
Sam picked Rand
Yeah.
Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
That was Rand Paul.
Yeah.
Why did I say that? Okay.
I need to do psychology classes. That would be so interesting to me, studying people.
Am I going first?
Yeah, you can go first. I'll read that one more time. I need to do psychology classes. That would be so interesting to me, studying people.
Brittany.
You think that's a Brittany quote?
Yes.
Wow. Sounds like Brittany to me too, but I'm going to cover the spread and say Chris Christie.
You're going to say Chris Christie, and Sam's saying Brittany?
Yeah.
It was Britney Spears. Sam, seems to be really good at this game. I don't compromise my principles for politics.
Chris Christie.
Sounds like Chris Christie.
She's got to be one of the answers here somewhere.
Oh, see, D-Like just took my reasoning. All right. I think it's Christie, but I'm going to say Rand. But before you give the answer, D-Like, I'm going to get you in the mind of Chris Christie. Are you ready? Are you ready?
What do you have there? Food?
There you go. All right.
He's going to write us a letter, and he's like, I prefer Domino's.
All right. So, what are you thinking then?
But I think it's Christie, but I'm going to go Rand. But the next time, if I have to share an answer, I'm just going to have to make myself do it.
All right. It was Chris Christie, so he got the point.
Thank you.
All right. I have an idea for a new rule really quickly. How about this? If I have any points, like right now I have 1 point, if you guys both get it right and have the same answer, then I lose a point.
Ah.
Because that'll be the opposite of I gain a point by fooling both of you. So if both of you are like, fuck you, Kyle, we know who that is.
See, the game gets better by the week.
You lose a point, but do we still gain a point too?
Yeah, each of you get a point, but the extra point comes from me.
I don't know if that's all the way necessary, but it would help if a game gets close, like last week when you won. We might have been able to take that with this new rule, so I'm for it, I guess.
All right, and then it'll make it so if you really think it's somebody else, you can go with your gut on it, and there's still
all right,
reasoning. All right. Next question.
If that's only if both Sam and I choose the same answer and get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's raising the stakes. I like this.
Okay. Today we must make a pact with each other to end this reckless conduct with the people's government. Sounds like Brittany to me, personally.
Can you read it again?
Today we must make a pact with each other to end this reckless conduct with the people's government.
Sam.
Rand.
You're going Rand?
Gone Rand.
This feels so much. This could be the new. We could take this on the new rule factor, but I think that Kyle brought up this new rule factor right before a question that we're both gonna guess Rand on, and I'm gonna say Chris Christie.
You're going Chris Christie?
Yeah, I'm just gonna add that.
It was Chris Christie.
Oh.
You like big brain.
Was that really your
I'm
motive?
in the mind of Chris
That
Christie.
wasn't my motive at all.
Okay, I didn't think so, but good job, dude.
I'm trying to pay more attention to Kyle's trickery.
See, my motive was because there's been a lot of answers where they're like, well, I don't want to guess the same as them, so create some motivation to really go with what you want to pick.
All right.
Yeah, but it's a trap at the same time.
It might be.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I'm weaving a intricate web. All right.
I was bobbing and weaving, and now I'm like, come on.
I've never really wanted to go to Japan simply because I don't like eating fish.
Well, that can't be Chris Christie. I'm gonna go Brittany.
What are you thinking, D-Like?
Well, you said eating. So
I
I'm going to say Chris Christie. You're right. Food is in there. I said any quote that has anything to do with food, I'm going to say Christie.
You think he wants to eat everything but the fish, and he's worried that's all they have.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's like, they don't deep fry him. There's no fries next to him.
I said before, I said at the start of the game,
You can't put stuffing in a fish.
any quote that has food in it, I'm going to guess Chris Christie.
All right, well, it was Britney Spears.
Nah.
That's like...
Was she the one? No, it was the other. It was,
Like, if it was something, like, in the positive or affirmative about food, like, I'm about to have another slice, that's totally a Chris Christie.
Remember when Jessica Simpson was tripping out on, like, tuna fish is the chicken of the sea, and she's like, so is it chicken, or is it...
Oh, yeah, when she had that show, right?
Yeah, the Nick and Jessica show or whatever. That was pretty funny.
That's a confusing comment. No, yeah, I remember that. But, alright. Do you hate poor people, or do you just hate poor people with jobs?
Go ahead, Sam.
Chris Christie.
That sounds like Chris Christie to you?
Rand Paul.
Going Rand Paul? Okay.
I remember that.
Rand Paul.
Boom.
Point goes to D-Like.
Oh, Eli's about to get that big doge if I'm not careful.
Alright, next quote. I would have voted no on the Iraq War and yes to Afghanistan. So, Bernie Spears.
Rand.
Sounds like Rand to you? What are you thinking, D-Like?
Say it one more time. I thought Britney Spears was for anything that Bush wanted to do, but read it one more time.
I would have voted no on the Iraq War and yes to Afghanistan.
I think that's what Rand Paul's father did. What'd you say, Sam? Rand?
Rand.
Me too.
You're both going Rand?
Yeah.
It was Rand Paul, so I lose a point.
Oh!
We're ganging up on you now, Kyle.
5-4-0.
My pen just died. What is this?
His theme songs have died. What's funny is to listeners,
Karma.
Kyle works extremely hard on all this stuff. He really does. This is like so unusual.
And then the pen dies. It's because I wasn't using a Papermate Flex Grip.
I have a 7-Eleven Select. Working pretty good.
Alright, so the next quote is, if you're sick, take your sick day. If you don't take your sick day, know what your reward is? You weren't sick. That was the reward.
Oh, only because she hasn't come up in a while, Brittany.
Going, Brittany? Let me read that again.
Hopefully she's talking about somebody on stage with her, that's my guess.
If you're sick, take your sick day. If you don't take your sick day, you know what your reward is? You weren't sick. That's the reward. Oh, I think we lost D-Like, but you're going with Britney Spears on that one. I don't know. Well, I do know, because I'm looking right at it. But where are we at right now? You have 5. Can you hear me, Sam?
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
I went on mute because I was hoping that it was just a glitch, but it wasn't.
Oh, yeah. It's 5 Sam, 4 D-Lake, and I have 0. Question is, if you're sick, take your sick day. If you don't take your sick day, know what your reward is? You weren't sick. That's the reward. Alright. So you're saying Britney Spears, just waiting on D. Like, I can't imagine that'll be long coming back in. I just had internet troubles too, where I randomly got booted out and my internet just stopped working.
Oh, yeah,
And
first-time viewers are probably like, what the hell?
yeah, well, we're in 3 different parts of the country. I'm near Chicago. Sam, you're in like the third most dangerous small city in the world, Canton. Did you read that I put on your wall?
I did, yes. I posted it everywhere. I had one of my friends said that he thought it was dumb that I posted it. And then immediately under his comment was a comment from a friend of mine who'd gotten jumped. And I was like, hey, dude, life the great leveler.
Yeah. All right, so D-Lake just got back in. The quote is, if you're sick, take your sick day. If you don't take your sick day, you know what your reward is? You weren't sick. That
Can't
was
put
the
stuffing in the
reward.
fish.
D-Lake. That was your reward.
That
What are you thinking?
That is a retarded quote. Chris Christie.
You're going Chris Christie?
He said that's a retarded quote. It must have been Chris Christie.
Sounds like if the bridge is closed, we didn't do it.
Yeah. All right.
You like your bridge, you can keep it.
It was Chris Christie.
Yeah.
Oh, D-Lake, nice.
Wait, what'd you say, Sam?
I said Brittany.
Oh, now we're tied. 5-5-0.
Damn.
Hey,
How many
D-Lake,
left?
if you like your bridge, you can keep it.
Yeah.
All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Holy crap,
Okay.
we got a lot today.
Yeah, I got a ton for you. Here's another one.
Great.
When you tour, it's so hard on the body. Being in one place is cool. It's a more stable environment.
Brittany, stating the painfully obvious.
This is a trick question. It's Rand Paul.
Rand Paul?
Yeah.
It was Britney Spears. It was a double trick question. Because I'm like, this is so Britney Spearsy that D-Lake's going to be like, it has to be somebody else, but really, it's Britney Spears.
Yeah. I like how he knew. He's like, D-Lake will think it's Rand Paul, so this is a good one.
Yeah, you two have it in for each other when you play this. It's great.
Yeah, because, like, I know that he's trying to trick me.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
And the audience. I hope everyone that was commenting earlier is playing along right now. How are you guys doing? Let us know. And anyone watching this rebroadcast, keep your score. Play along. I mean, obviously today's Who Done Said It's going to have to be severely edited later, but Kyle can do it.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
All right, what do we got next?
For most of our history, no one dared to tell Americans, you don't build that.
Okay, this is sounds like it's
Christie.
it sounds like it's in response to what Obama said. And I kind of remember Rand Paul coming out against that. But I think Chris Christie always tries to sound like Rand Paul. And I'm going to double down with join Sam in saying Christie.
2 for Christie?
This could be huge. What is it?
Rand Paul.
Go! Kyle, get the point.
See,
I have a point back.
I'm motivated by being nerdy enough.
Well, Kyle, under the new rules,
Yeah.
if we both said the same thing and you didn't trick us, you would get -1.
Yeah.
So if you do trick us, shouldn't you get 2 points for that?
I think you're right. I think I should get 2 points.
Thanks, D-Lake.
How say all?
Oh, why not? We might as well do it
So
now.
I think that's the new
We
way.
might
to
as
go.
well do it.
I think if he tricks us, he gets 2 points because that fucking really raises the stakes.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? We got to keep the game progressing, or people will lose interest.
All right. So
Okay, so it's new rules, man.
new rules.
Kyle just got 2 points for tricking me and Sam.
Okay. I don't want people kissing my butt. If I had a bad show and I know it, don't tell me I had a good show. I hate that.
The Britster.
Saying the word show and talking about kissing a butt as big as Chris Christie's. But he talks like that. I'm gonna say Chris Christie.
You're going Chris Christie?
Yeah.
Britney's butt isn't as big.
Just a visual of kissing his butt.
It was Britney Spears.
Sam has correctly guessed every Britney Spears quote, and I
really
guessed every single Britney Spears
Because
quote.
when the ones I pick, I think, are so blatantly obvious that they're Britney Spears that you're like, no way that's Britney Spears, or you wanted to pick it.
I like
He's gonna watch this later and cuss himself. What the hell was I doing?
All right, one more. How many do I have total left? 1, 2, 2 left. Okay.
I can tie.
I think with anybody who's doing well in the public eye or whatever, there's always going to be a shift because people don't want to see somebody happy all the time, and they're going to try and take shots at people.
Britney.
No, that was a long one. Just say it one more time.
I think with anybody who's doing well in the public eye or whatever, there's always going to be a shift because people don't want to see somebody happy all the time. And they're going to try to take shots at people.
Chris Christie.
You think that's Chris Christie? And Sam, you're going with Britney Spears?
I'm going with Britney again.
It was Britney Spears. All right, we got one left, so
It's
Pretty
much
much
Sam
Sam.
all the way. It's 8-5-2.
yeah. So might as well do one more for good balance.
Final
Just gonna
question
see.
worth 5 points.
Oh, that's a good idea. You no, wait.
No.
Well, no, that wouldn't be fair to at the last end be
Yeah,
like,
that
wait,
wouldn't
but
be.
there's a way that what you've earned, Sam, we're gonna take away from you. Okay. Last quote though. I'm not in favor of any discrimination of any form.
Rand.
Yeah, Rand Paul.
It is Rand Paul. Which
Nope.
means that I went from 2 to 0.
No, you went to 2 to 1. You only lose -1 point for
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah. Okay.
You can gain 2, but you lose 1. So
I'm the proud owner of 2 Dogecoins. That's awesome.
Sam, proud owner of the Dogecoins, winner of today's Who Done Said It with 9. D Lake coming in with 6. Not a bad showing.
No,
today.
you know what? I think I have 1. I think I lost.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think I do have 1 or 2, Kyle. I think I might only have 1 face.
Oh yeah. Okay, but and Kyle coming in today with 1.
I forget.
Only 1 point under the new rule system that we developed on today's Who Done Said It. So great segment, Kyle. Awesome work. Good job, buddy.
All right, you just we've been going over quite a bit, so do you just want to